what Raw does really good, real good, and I hope to be able to do this next year in AAA when we get more help in production because we were so short-handed because of the pandemic. They had to let a whole bunch of people go. But they do an incredible job with the cold open, which we also have a cold open to bring you up to date on everything. But then before each match, they have a little package of what happened the week before and sometimes 2 weeks before that to get you caught up on every single match. You know what I'm saying? They do a real good job of that.
So Nash was on the Broken Skulls, the Austin's podcast, right?
Yeah.
And he made a comment, like it's a clip you can find on YouTube, right? And he was talking about how after one of the nitros, it was hot, and stuff and all that, and Eric said, I'm gonna put Vince out of business. He said that in front of Nash and Hulk, right? And they're like, I don't think so, So then Kevin said, the Austin Tyson WrestleMania, right? He said he sat down and watched it. Like, we were killing them. We were beating them pretty good in the ratings at this point, right? So he said every match had like a movie trailer type, like a vignette to like a package.
Yeah, an intro.
Like anybody that was watching it, you were completely caught up on every single match on the show because they put movie quality type production into each package to build for each match. And it was like, and just like the crowd was hot and stuff, everything, hot finish and all that. And and he said, Kevin said he went to TV the next day. And then Kevin Sullivan told him, he goes, the water got a little chilly last night, huh? It's like, yeah, because, bro, that one thing the WWE knows to do is they do very well is they lean on their production team sometimes. And when they lean on the production team sometimes, the quality of the show is better.
They blow everybody away.
Yeah. They blow everybody away, because those guys are just so
talented. And it almost looks like they're figuring out what worked before and they're trying to bring it back again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this is what you do if you want.
Kudos for that, bro. Real good job.
They're trying to get new fans with the packages. You want every new fan. You don't want them to be lost when they tune in the show. They try to get everybody caught up. All right. So this first segment in Raw is it was long. Bobby Lashley and MVP made their entrance. They were both dressed in suits. Lashley stood in the ring, said he showed last week what happens when he's disrespected. MVP said Lashley is the most terrifying man in WWE, and he said that unlike the Candyman character from the horror movies, if you say Lashley's name just once, he will show up and bad things will happen. That was actually a pretty good line. Kevin Owens made his entrance, took issue with MVP, referring to him as disrespectful. Owens stood at ringside and said he needs to become WWE champion to give the fans a champion they can be proud of. Owens said Lashley doesn't belong in the championship match because a four-way would make it more difficult for him. Seth Rollins comes out, and he stood near Owens while a terrible person, a Green Bay Packers fan, held up an Aaron Rodgers owns Seth Rollins sign. That was actually funny. Rollins agreed with Owens that Lashley didn't belong in the WWE Championship match at day one. WWE Champion Big E made his entrance. Well, if it isn't my favorite collection of idiots, Big E said. He reminded Lashley he beat him to become WWE Champion and said he has no problem with doing it one more time. Pierce and DeVille come out. Pierce said there would be severe consequences if the wrestlers got physical with one another, and Pierce said they are not afraid to dish out fines and suspensions. DeVille said she and Pierce liked the idea of the WWE Championship match becoming a four-way. Go figure. Pierce said that in order to earn a spot in the match, Lashley must beat Big E, Rollins, and Owens in singles matches in one night. What do you guys think of this?
I thought that everybody but Owens here looked like a star. Good opening segment. Hideous suit by Seth. He had a real good heat too. And you knew it was gonna happen, bro. If you're if you're new to WWE, this might look cool, but if you've seen it forever, it's the same as always. These everybody wants a shot at the title, and then the general manager comes out and makes a match. Which could have just been done. They could have just come out and said, "Hey, today this is gonna happen," but they spent 15 minutes.
Yeah, they always have to make it look like like the general manager or the authority figures have an epiphany when they see all these people in the ring together. It's like every time they come out, let me go. What a great idea! Let's have a match with all you guys together. Right. They always do this, and like that. So it's if you've seen wrestling as long as we have, it's lazy. Right. Absolutely.
And repetitious. What do you think, Billy or Joe?
Yeah, I don't like that whole. There's a lot of things which you see constantly, which is this: everybody comes down, you talk, and then they make the matches for you get if you win this, you get this. They've been doing it for years. When people, everybody clears each other out at the end of the Royal Rumble, you have the big brawl. You have people climbing the ladders on the ladder match. Yeah, everybody comes down. I'm going to win the ladder match. No, I'm going to win the ladder match. it's you can't stomach it if you've watched too much wrestling. I don't know who this would be new. I don't know who this would be new for. I guess it really is for
a new fan.
But again, like I can't. It's hard to criticize when you can't sit here and give them an alternative idea to recycling. So I guess they have to recycle.
I just gave you one. You come out and you say, "Hey, guess what, fans? Tonight we're gonna have a match where Lashley's gonna do this, and this, and that's it."
And then what you do is throughout the show, you interview each person in the match like every 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
Let them cut a promo.